silence. No need to speak a word. Lay here beside me. Don't wanna move too fast. Your lips on the floor.
Happy Monday! All right, we are getting ready to head home. I have wrapped up for the day. I did a little bit of everything. Honestly, I'm feeling pretty good. Get you guys caught up to speed. I did a little bit of prep work today in between things for Red Dirt Romance. I needed to get another ticket for the PJ party, which is the after party to the event. I needed to get another ticket because I am taking my PA with me. PA bestie Jill is going. My big ticket for the actual event, the registration, covers myself for that after party. And it basically, it doesn't cover the PA. The PA gets into the event and everything with my ticket. But I purchased another so she can go with me to the after party. That's going to be super fun. I got a lot of editing done today between things, which is amazing. So that almost wrapped up. Sorry, I'm chewing on a Jolly Rancher. It might be really distracting. Hopefully not. But yeah, a side note, just because it's really cute. My son, my 6-year-old, he knows they're called Jolly Ranchers, but he calls them jerseys. And I don't know why, but I think it's adorable. So just a little side note there. But I feel really good. We are caught up for the day. What I really want to do is some writing. I redid my plan. I got on pacemaker.press, I think is what it's called. It is a helpful tool. I've been using it. I'm not like religious about it because I still also keep track of my word count and stuff daily in my planner. But I do like it because it does the math on like how much you have left. Everything's an estimate because I don't know exactly how long this book will be, of course. I'm estimating 100,000 words though. So I redid my plan on there to get a better idea. I have like exactly a little under a month to write this book, to finish drafting, submitting to the beast before it goes to my editor in July, which at first sounded really daunting. I was starting to feel like I was unraveling at the seams a little bit with everything I had to do, including like planning for events, vacation coming up, all that kind of stuff. So honestly, sitting down, putting what I had left and where I am right now in the drafting process into pacemaker.press and letting it do the math on how many words per day I really need to be writing. Big sigh of relief because it's not nearly as much as I thought it was. We are like 1,500 per day, which is really not that bad. 1,000 words is kind of a low end for a writing day for me. Very much like a low end for me. So very, very doable. The only thing is consistently writing. I need to get back on that. And so that is why I am really excited today that I got things done the way that I did. So what I need to be doing in the plan for the rest of this week is to really, really protect the time I have carved out for writing, which is a morning writing slot, which right now is editing. So there's that. I do a little bit at noon also. So there's that. And then my evening writing sessions. So that is what I am protecting. And truth be told, it is a lot easier to just like sit on the couch or veg out and watch TV forever and ever and ever with Alex. But I need to be co-working during that time, which is something we used to do a lot of back when we were both in college for our masters and stuff. We would sit and we'd tinker on stuff in the same room, sitting together, chat in between with something like light TV in the background to discuss and watch. So that is what I need to be doing. So if I can do all of those things for the rest of this week and really set a good habit, we are going to be in really good shape. So I am excited. I also have all of Friday off still. So I'm really hopeful that while I do need to be writing 1,500 words per day, I'm really hoping that I can write at least 5K on Friday and really knock stuff out. I feel really good about where this story is heading. I feel like I've really set it up well with the final plot points and everything. So fingers crossed, stick with me, watch through the rest of this vlog because I'm taking you guys with me, and we'll find out if it's achievable and if I did it. So we will see. Hi friends, and happy Thursday. I just got into work. I am finishing unpacking my desk. Writing updates. It's been a really good writing week. I have written and hit my word count, or more so, every day this week except for last night. Last night I did not. Editing is also just about wrapped up. I say that. I have a few more days, but I am just about wrapped up with editing. I also have a blurb critique to do for my client, so I'll have that tacked on. Also, I was going to do 2 rounds of that. I thought about maybe doing it once, sending it, and then doing it again. And then I decided, but that kind of means like relying on getting a revision from her. Relying is not the right word, but if she was willing to do a revision and then use the notes and my information after I have finished copy edits to then again do the blurb critique. So I decided rather than doing it twice, I was just gonna wait until I finish the copy edits, because I already did the developmental edits for this book also. So I thought I'm gonna wait on that, finish copy edits, and then I will take a look at the blurb. That way it's the most final look that I can provide. And if we wanna do revisions on that blurb after, I am happy to do that. I actually, with my editing services, when you book a developmental or a copy edit, I tack on a blurb critique just for free. I think blurbs are super hard. I think they're really difficult to write. And they're such an important pitch. And so while I do think I do a really good job critiquing them, I also think they're so difficult that I don't offer it as like a direct service. At least not at this point. I would love to grow my own skills and grow to be more confident in that. Maybe that is something I could do in the future, is, I don't know, more work in that kind of realm. But it also just makes the most sense to me for it to be like a freebie add-on, because I've already read the book, I already know the information, and so I already have sort of that context to inform creating an effective blurb. And so it makes more sense to me for it to be an add-on service and not like a standalone service. So long story short, I'm almost done with it, and we are slowly but surely wrapping things up today. So I have a few more days of work on edits, and my own book is also coming along really nicely. I'm at sort of a turning point. All of my characters are in one place now, which is great. There's still quite a bit of story left to draft out. I'm going to do my best to hit my word count today since I missed it yesterday, but I am hoping for a really good Friday. So I think it's just gonna be a half day Friday for me tomorrow, meaning I am planning on dropping Finn off at a day camp. It's only a half day camp, so 8 to noon. So my plan is to drop him off there, go over to a coffee shop and do my writing like I normally do there, and then go pick him up at noonish. I also need to drop some cash off at the bank. I need to go to the bank, and I think that's really it. So what I'm hoping for is an extremely productive Friday writing session in the morning. If I could at least do 5,000 words in the morning, I would be pretty happy with that, because that's more that's making up for by a lot what I've missed last night in my hopes for this week. So there's that. What I would love is to carve out and schedule time for a 10K day. I really don't know how that is at all possible. But I do need to do some batch writing like this, because one thing my plan on Pacemaker Press does not account for, it has the word count spread out for a whole month up till the month of July, which is when I have to do edits, professional edits for submitting to the Beast. So what that does not account for is a week I am gone on vacation. So when you do the math on that, it's like 10,000 words that I need to make up for somewhere within my schedule. And so even though my word count for every day is 1,500, a little over 1,500, I've been trying my best, absolute best, to get as close to 10,000, not 10,000, get as close to 2,000 per day as I can, to try and give myself some margin for that. So yeah, lots going on. I also think that I've set my editing date, my finish by editing date, a little bit earlier to budget a little extra time for the writing process, but also for my own self-edit in case I need a little more time there. So I am focused on plan A, which is to be done by July, but there is a little bit of room. I'm just trying not to think about that, because if I think too much about that, then I will not be quite as intentional with my time in my current plan. So I have that. I need to do some edits this morning, and then I have some paperwork things in counseling world that I probably should sit down and work on. So I have that as well. And I think that's pretty much everything. So I will update you guys later, and we'll see how well we're doing. I also need to get organized for arcs. I'm doing arcs differently. I have already said I want to film like a whole video about how I'm doing this release differently for these two books, this duology. And I really do. I need to sit down and, I don't know, get my thoughts organized and finalize my release plan. That way I can better explain it to you guys. But one thing I do need to get around to doing is I need to get organized and finish planning for pre-order incentives. In the past, at least with my last few releases, I've just discounted the ebook. So if you pre-order the ebook, you're locked into a lower price, and then after release day, it increases. I do think I'm going to do that with the ebook, but I am pretty far in advance as far as this stuff goes. So I may actually be able to push out a pre-order for the paperback as well, which is what I would love to do. And on Ingram Spark, you can actually see how many people have ordered or pre-ordered a book, unless they've changed that since I've last done a pre-order through them. But in the past, you can't tell how many people have pre-ordered your book through Ingram Spark, but you get the totals on release day, which is really annoying. But I'm thinking about doing an incentive for paperback pre-orders. So maybe something really small. You'll get, I think for everybody, I want to do a few months free of my Patreon, the paid tier. I want to do that, the digital incentive. I also would like to do maybe like a book plate and mail out a book plate to people who've pre-ordered the paperback. Probably not for the ebook, but yeah. So I need to get my head wrapped around some things. So maybe I'll have more information of that coming later. We'll see. Hi, we are home. No writing done yet. I did get all of my editing done this morning, though, that at least that I set out to do today. I got all that done today. So did that, did a bit of prep. Honestly, I'm feeling a whole lot better the more I just muscle through things about tackling tasks in my author life. So there's that. Hopefully tonight I will be able to sit down and do a bit more writing. The plan tomorrow is to have all of tomorrow morning to work on submitting to the Beast. So I'm really hoping that I can get a really good 5K, which is the goal. I want to get 5K words written tomorrow, tomorrow morning. So the plan is to drop Finn off at camp. I need to drop cash off at the bank, and I think some other checks. I think Alex has me running an errand, and then I want to write as much as I possibly can with the time that I have tomorrow before I need to pick Finn up. So that is the big goal. Honestly, I'm feeling really, really good this month for a lot of things. The signing event that I did at the 1st of June last weekend went super, super well. I actually ran out of some stock, and I had some very nice readers. If you're watching this, thank you so much. You guys are amazing for trusting and supporting me. So I did a pre-order, just real quick, just pulled up my spreadsheet with all of my information for sending books out to people. So I filled some of that out as well. So I have books that should come in this next week, and my goal for that is as soon as they come in to sign them and send them out to those wonderful readers. So it's been great. So I've had that. Editing's going really well. I'm having a pretty nice sales month also, at least a sales month through KDP. And what I really would love to do, I want to, and I don't really know how to do this, but I would love to really increase my direct sales. I don't know. I have no idea how I would go about doing that, but I would love to increase that in some capacity. I don't know. I'm also doing more with my Patreon. So fun. All of that stuff's linked below. Check it out. But I don't know. I'm just feeling really grateful and impressed with myself for everything that I've accomplished and kind of weathering the storm, because it was kind of stressful this last week. And I just thought I'd share that. So hopefully we'll get on to writing very, very soon. But it has been a nice week. Sunday. I just walked right into a tree branch. So good morning. We have football game yet again today, but it is this afternoon. So we tried to sleep in. Our little guy, Finn, woke us up early though. So we have been utilizing the time. Yesterday, I guess I didn't tell you guys this. We have been like ransacking our house. Not really ransacking, that's not quite the word, but we have been going through all of our stuff, cleaning things out. Right now we are still in the like sorting for donation and clearing things out to declutter the house phase. And then as we have done that, we've cleaned behind. So we've done a lot of spaces. We did a lot of the house yesterday, at least the main spaces that needed to be done. Past that, it's not quite as much work. So that was all yesterday, and we've continued that into today. So since Finn woke us up early, Alex started on cleaning the garage. I have been cleaning up the kitchen from like using it yesterday. We already decluttered the kitchen a bit yesterday, and so we did all that. So I just cleaned it up from last night. But as I've done that, I have been editing in between for my editing client. I am just about finished. I should finish that up tonight. If not, I will finish doing the free blurb critique in the morning, Monday morning, and then it goes back to her tomorrow. So I am excited. We will be finishing that up. I don't know if I will be getting around to writing on my own projects today. I really would like to, but I am not sure between stuff. So we'll see if that happens. May get around to that, maybe not. But this next week, since I am freeing up my morning slot from editing for my client, that becomes writing again. So I am planning and expecting that this next week will be an even better writing week, which is saying a lot because I already have had kind of a nice writing week. So exciting things. That to say that this is where I leave you guys for the vlog for this week. Thank you guys for following along. You can pre-order the ebook for Taming the Beast on Amazon. It is down below. Check that out along with my social media and my other books. Thank you so much for following along. And if you are not, you should go become a free Patreon member because 1, it is completely free, and 2, I put weekly updates there that I don't put elsewhere. So super fun things. You can get that every week, see what I'm up to and my progress on all of my writing. So that is everything, I believe. Thank you guys so much for following along. Read books, be kind, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.